Hey awesome ones, Heather here. You've probably seen a lot of my fashion videos where I really do encourage you to shop your closet, but in this video, I'm going to show you 10 different ways to care for your clothes and accessories. It all starts in just a few seconds. So tip number one, it's all about the hangers. And you've probably seen these. It has a little bit of a fleck on them, and they're sold in bunches. And also, what I decided to get were the pant hangers as well. So you can get these in different colors, and they are sold in bunches from Amazon. And you know me, I'll put the link below so that you can find them. But I just want to show you, if you are using the regular hangers, well, there you go, exactly. If you're using the regular hangers, this is a cashmere jacket that I have, or cardigan, and you can just sort of see what it's doing to the clothes. It's kind of poking at them, and eventually they're going to lose their shape. So all I can say is these kind of hangers that you get from the dry cleaners, probably not a good idea for keeping your clothes for a long time. These are a little bit of an investment, not much really, but they will keep your clothes looking great for a long, long time. So another thing that I love to use with my clothes is a handheld steamer. Now this one, it's very, very portable. The water just goes in here, and it's literally ready to steam in seconds. And if you have tops like this, I'm just gonna put that down for a second, but if you have a top like this, man, like I hardly iron anymore, and I don't want to try to iron something like this. I'll probably burn it. But with the steamer, I would say probably in a minute or two, all those wrinkles are out. And let's move full steam ahead with the next tip. It is tip number 3. And those are for those, how your clothes, especially your white t-shirts or your white blouses, they get a little bit gray or yellowed. Well, what I have found, and these guys aren't even sponsoring me, but I love the product so much, I gotta tell you about it, are these Oxy White Revive pods. Pods are, anyway, you know what I'll show you what they look like. But basically you throw them into your laundry, and there they are, like a little tab. And you throw them in your laundry. They really help to brighten up those t-shirts. And also if you got a ring around the collar, also just before you put it in the laundry, make sure you do kind of a spray and wash. And again, I really like this Oxy Clean for the neck and the underarms and all that jazz. So tip number 4 is read the label. For this top, for an example, it says here, what does it say? It says, upside down, machine wash cold water, gentle cycle. Do not use bleach, hang to dry, iron at low setting, but I don't want to do that because I know I'm going to burn it. And, or you can also dry clean this. Now, I think it's very important that when you do buy something, you read the label. You don't just, these days there's so many ready-to-wear clothes that we just throw them into the washing machine, but that's a good way to ruin something. And talking about ruining something, I prefer, this is my next tip, I prefer to hand wash a lot of things. And these days you can get a laundry detergent, maybe a specialized Woolite or something like that for certain clothes. But also a lot of people, they throw their bras, for an example, into the washing machine. They might use one of those lingerie bags. But I find that when I'm washing my bras, I really want to hand wash them. I want to make sure I get underneath the arms. And I just don't think that the washing machine does the scrubbing in the places that you need to do them. So it doesn't take that long really to just do a quick little hand wash, hang it up to dry, and away you go, and you got all of those little stains out. And wow, we're on number 6 already. And for number 6, I'm going to talk about caring for your shoes, but specifically using a cobbler. I know they seem kind of old-fashioned, you know, the shoe repair people, and even sometimes they're hard to find too. But I'm going to tell you they're worth finding. They're worth that investment. This is a pair of, you probably see me wearing these a lot of times in the videos. It's a pair of kitten pumps that I have with a beautiful little heel, but take a look at my heels. Okay, I've been walking on cement and sidewalks and that sort of thing, and you can actually see the nail coming out of the bottom of the heel. And so when I see this, I know it's time to take them in for repair, because if I keep wearing them down, look at how tiny this little heel is. It's going to start wearing it down, putting it out of shape. So those are a good investment. And you know what? In this day of disposable clothes, disposable shoes, let's not dispose of things so much. Let's maybe take out our sewing kit or take our shoes to the cobbler and make things last a little bit longer. And talking about making things last for a little bit longer, for my next tip, I'm so proud of my husband, because he came home the other day and he said to me, "You know what I did today, Heather?" I went, "What?" And he went to the dry cleaners and he took in his favorite, I guess he's been listening to my videos or something about keeping your clothes longer and shopping your closet. But he took in this sweater. He absolutely loves the sweater. He's had it for a long, long time, but the zipper broke. So you can see, you know, he had the new zipper put in, and it actually cost him about $35 to have that. Like, I'm really proud of him, because this is a high-end kind of sweater, but not only that, he loves it. He loves this sweater, and you know, you've got to ask yourself, okay, $35, what's that worth? Especially if you can't replace it. All right, so talking about reviving things, the next tip is for your jewelry, your earrings, your rings, your necklaces, and that's to use a jewelry clean solution. This one is Haggerty. I've been using it for years. I love it. And again, I'm going to put the link below for you. But basically, it's a solution. There's a little basket inside as well. So you put your jewelry inside, and then, I don't know, whatever time frame they tell you to take it out. There's a little brush inside as well, so you kind of scrub up your diamond ring or your earrings and your jewelry, and then all I do is I just rinse them under some water. Now make sure you put the sink stopper in, because you don't want any jewelry going down the sink, but it's a great way, especially if you've got silver that's oxidized or something like that, to kind of freshen up your wardrobe, especially your jewelry. Oh, and by the way, I did a video on shopping your closet, you know, how to shop your closet, and also I did a video on how to organize your closet. So what I'm going to do is, at the end screen of this video, I'm going to put those links for you. Also, if you're not a subscriber yet, why don't you come on down, as they say, and we would love to have you here in our community and joining in some of the comments and that sort of thing. Now, we're at number 9, woohoo! I talked about shoes and taking care of your heels and the cobbler, but I have got here my little, it's kind of like my shoe kit. And hey, you know what? I want to know in the comments whether your mom or dad told you to always have a shine on your shoes, because I was always told that. And you know what? I've watched people do look at your shoes. So this is kind of a good thing to have. Here I have a spray, especially if you live in the winter. I'll have links for this below, but if you're living in winter climates, you know, and to keep the salt off your boots and your shoes, that's something great there. I also found this gel, which I use on my white sneakers, and it helps to clean up my white sneakers, so that's great. And then I also found this, it's a foot spray, it's a shoe spray to make your shoes smell better, so that's a great idea, especially for those sandals. But I also like this little, I don't know, I'm going to call it a doohickey, but what it is this little doohickey is, there you go. It's a shoe shiner. And I don't know what it has on it, but when I have my shoes on and I want a real fast shine, like for like 2 seconds, I just brush it with this and it shines them all up. So kind of handy to have at the ready. So next, this might seem obvious, but when you come home, hang up your clothes. You know, get out of those uniforms that you're wearing, whether you're wearing a suit or a dress or whatever you're wearing, just hang up your clothes and get into something comfy. Just go, you're at home, start to relax. But make sure you don't put on a white t-shirt, right, Bill, for the spaghetti? And the wine, Bill's always coming up to me, oh, he'll get spaghetti on a white t-shirt all the time. And a lot of times, you know, especially with red wine, they're really hard to get those stains out if you can get them out at all. So, you know, watch what you're wearing. And also, I have certain t-shirts that I wear when I'm working with grease on the stove because sure enough, it's going to start splattering at me, and especially with bacon. So I've got those special kind of t-shirts that I wear for that as well. But if you hang up your good clothes when you get home, as Mom always said, they'll last a lot longer. And somebody who's super comfy in his clothes is our little Hurricane, our little Yorkie. And Yorkie has Hurricane has a raincoat, he has a jacket, and also he has this very cool sweater. And I would really suggest that you keep your doggy sweaters and clothes clean and smelling fresh too. That's also very, very nice for them. And he reminds me to talk about future videos, and it's almost the holiday season. So we will soon have our 10 awesome finds. These are things that I've picked that I think would be great for your Christmas wish list, which, hey, we all deserve something on our list, and also maybe for other people as well. So I can't wait to share that video with you. And talking about deserving, hey, you the awesome ones, you deserve a big thank you from me and Bill and Hurricane. I just have such an attitude of gratitude for all of you, and a lot of you follow me on Instagram as well, and you know that, hey, not just myself, but a lot of us over the last few months have lost loved ones. We've had a difficult time, but we're on this journey together, and I hope that every time that you see me, whether I'm on Instagram or I'm here on YouTube or Facebook, wherever you're finding me, you know that I care about you. I want the best for you, especially in this chapter of your life, and I just want you to keep it awesome.